Her stepmother married her off to an old beggar from the market, but she had no idea that behind his fake white beard and hunched back was a young billionaire, a man who had come to find a woman who could see beyond poverty. In a small village surrounded by hills, lavender fields, and old stone houses, there lived a girl named Nora. She was 20 years old. Even when she wore an old dress and worn-out shoes, she still caught everyone's eye. Not because she was trying to please anyone on purpose, but because she had a quiet gentleness about her that made people curious. When Nora was 12, she lost her parents in a fire. The house burned down late at night. From that day on, she lived in the home of her stepmother, Veronica. Colette and her two daughters, Chloe and Manon, never treated her like family. They only treated her like a servant. Every morning, before the people in the village had even opened their windows, Nora had to clean the yard. She made coffee, carried shopping bags, washed clothes, and served everyone. When she finished, she could only eat alone in the kitchen. Camille and Sabine constantly mocked her. They laughed at her clothes, laughed at her rough hands, and laughed at her hair tied up carelessly. Veronica always said Nora should be grateful just to have a roof over her head, but Nora never talked back. She endured it. She lowered her head and turned silence into her shield. Yet the more they tried to humiliate her, the more the villagers saw her kindness. Nora helped elderly women carry their bags. She shared a piece of bread with the children outside the bakery. She smiled at the women vendors in the market. She never joined in when someone else was being humiliated. Before long, men from the city began asking for her name. Not Camille's name, not Sabine's name, Nora's name. One afternoon, a business owner from Marseille saw her walking out of the house with a basin of clothes. He slowed down his black car, rolled down the window, and asked who that young woman was. Veronica heard it. That night, her jealousy completely exploded. She cursed Nora for stealing her daughter's luck. She said Nora was pretending to be gentle just to attract rich men. She drove Nora away from the dinner table and even forbade her from using the bathroom. From that day on, Nora could only wash herself at the old faucet behind the garage, and the humiliation grew worse day by day. Until that rainy Saturday afternoon, when an old beggar walked into the yard of Veronica's house. The neighbors on the whole street were pressed against their windows, watching. He walked very slowly, his back bent, and his white beard covered almost his entire face. He wore an oversized old coat, a wool hat with holes in it, and shoes covered in mud. In one hand, he held a wooden cane. In the other, he carried an old, worn market bag. Camille stepped back, laughing. Sabine took out her phone and recorded him. Veronica wrinkled her nose, as if the man had already dirtied her yard. But the old beggar looked at only one person, Nora. Before speaking, he did something strange. Before speaking, he deliberately dropped